Today's live stream is going to be quicker than yesterday's. I know yesterday I said I was going to do a very quick no makeup look, and then it turned into like a full beat pretty much. But today is actually going to be a quick makeup tutorial because it is so hot. We're having a crazy hot heat wave in Los Angeles right now. It's like it was 102 yesterday. I haven't checked the temperature yet. Or like recently I checked it at about 11 and it was already 92, so it's gonna be super hot today. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. Of course, my skin has already been prepped. I've already done all my skincare, and now we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna do a sunscreen. I'm trying to decide which one. I think I'm gonna go in with the Blue Lizard again, mainly because I want to finish it. This is not one of my favorite sunscreens because it does kind of just leave a white cast a little bit, which is typical of a natural sunscreen. Okay, so I put quite a bit on. That's what I'm going to be using for my face and neck. So I put the most on my face and then bring it down to my neck. Okay, so let's fix the angles here. There we go, that's better. Okay. So see, it kind of leaves like a little white cast, and it's not my favorite because of that reason. Okay, but now that we're done with that, I'm gonna let that set. I'm gonna do just a little tiny bit of eyelid primer because today's makeup look is gonna be very basic, but I am gonna be doing just a little bit of shadow. So I'm gonna use a little bit of the Urban Decay Primer Potion. So just a little dab. All right. So now we're gonna go in with a little bit of a tinted moisturizer. And I'm gonna go ahead and just go back in with the Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer. That's what I've been using all week. I'm a fan. I feel like it sets very nicely. All right. And then I'm gonna use a brush to blend that out. Otherwise, I would blend it out with my finger. And don't forget to go down the neck always. And then for today's no makeup look, I'm gonna go in with two different bronzers. I'm gonna go in with a light shade of a liquid bronzer and then go over that with powder. Okay, so it just evens out the complexion a little bit. Doesn't really do too much, but it gives something. All right, so now for the liquid bronzer. Let's give it a little shake. I'm gonna go in with a Tarte liquid bronzer. And this is it's almost like a skin-like color. Like it's just barely a little bit deeper than my skin. Like on there, you can barely see the difference. go ahead and blend that. Okay, so that's blended. So it really didn't do too much. You can see a little bit of the shadowing there, but it's super natural, which is exactly what I was looking for this no makeup look. Just gives like a little hint of sun, like a little sun-kissed glow. Now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of eyeshadow. So for base, I'm gonna use this. This is the Natasha Denona, one of the Natasha Denona palettes. I'm gonna grab a big fluffy brush and just pick that up. And then dust it all over the lid. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm actually going to go in with this brown that's here and just pick up a little bit. I'm just going to dip my brush in there, maybe again once more. Go ahead and diffuse that. That brown has a lot of like orange in it, which kind of wasn't what I was looking for. I'm gonna do a little bit more on this side. I dipped into the wrong color. These eyeshadows are so pigmented, which is why I just literally just dip my little brush in there. Okay. Okay, and then for the center, I kind of want to do like a deep pink, kind of like a brownish pink. Let's see if I have what I'm looking for. Yeah, like this one. Well, yeah, like a brownish pink. So I'm gonna go in with that one right there. Same brush. Much less pigment on this one. This is the Color Pop palette I'm using now. Okay. Okay, so the eyes are almost done. While I think about what I want to do for the center, let's kind of finish the face up. I'm going to go in with my Hoola bronzer, the Benefit one. And I'm going to finish by bringing a little bit more warmth to my face. So with this powder bronzer, I'm going over the liquid, but then I'm also coming up a little bit, like a little bit higher, almost like where I would be placing my blush. Okay, so now that that's there, grab a little bit, and then with the corner of that brush, just place a little bit on the nose, just a little bit, just to warm up a little. And then now I'm gonna go in with a very reddish, pinkish reddish color. Let's do Benefit again. So this is, actually that's not the shade I was looking for. Let's see if we can find something a little bit more red. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the Tarte. This is like a pinkish red that I was looking for, and we're just gonna take a very little bit of this. Where's my other? I guess I'm gonna use this one. So I'm just gonna dip it in there, pick up a little pigment. This brush doesn't pick up or disperse a lot of pigment. And I'm just gonna go right there on that upper cheekbone. I'm pressing that in, and then I do want to do a little on my nose. Okay, just a little bit. I'm probably going to go in with this a little bit more. I forgot to do my concealer and color corrector, so let's do that. Let's see. What do I want to do? Okay, so for color corrector, we're going to be using... Oh, my Ole Henriksen just popped out of the thing. Okay, we're going to be putting that back in. For how expensive these things are, you would think that that kind of stuff wouldn't happen. Okay, so now I know I have to be careful with that. That's annoying. Another reason why I don't like these. I'm gonna press that under my eye. Okay, now we're going with a little bit of color corrector. I mean, with a little bit of concealer, and I do mean a little bit. Okay. I thought I would be able to apply that better with my finger, but maybe I didn't. So on this side, I will use my brush, and we'll see if it makes a difference. Okay. The same. I think it did the same. Maybe not. Maybe this side has a little less coverage. Here's my brush that I just had. Here it is. Yeah, I guess this side has a little bit less coverage, so I'm gonna put a little bit more concealer and then apply that with my brush. Okay, so that took a long time. Now I still haven't figured out what I want to do with my eyes, so let's just do the brows really quickly. I'm gonna do just a quick brow gel, if I have it here. So this is the Gimme Brow, the Benefit one. This is in shade number 4. This is a tinted brow gel, so it helps to fill in. Okay. Let me take a little Q-tip and clean this up. Alrighty. Now for that brow up there is so naked. Let's do a little highlighter up there. So I'm gonna take this shade right here. It's like a champagne-y. Actually, I'm gonna get a different brush. Let's do this one. Okay, and then I do want to put a little blush, just a little bit. Closer to my eye and the center of my face. Just to kind of warm up that part of my face. So this is the before, the after. Just puts a little bit more color here. Okay, for eyeliners, definitely want to do a brown. Let's do, I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay 24/7 Eye Glide pencil in shade Whiskey. I'm just gonna wing that out just a little bit. Tiny, tiny bit of a wing there. And then it ends like not even to the center point of my eye, it's more towards the outer corner. I'm gonna deepen this a little bit more. Okay, so just like the tiniest of wings there. And then for the center of my eye, I kind of want to do like a pink, like a glittery pink. And I think I have just the one that I am envisioning. Let me flip that back. It's in one of these Too Faced ones. Let me see. This is why I never read the shades, because I don't remember. So not that one, not that one, not that one. I have so many of these. Do I not have the one I'm thinking of? I have all four, but I don't know if that's all of them. I think it's maybe not. What the heck? Is it here? No. That's weird. I remembered having like a pink one of these, but I guess I'll just use this one. This is in shade Twinkle. And then I am gonna brush that out a little bit if I can before it dries. Okay, so that's the finished look for the eyes, I think. What else am I missing? I don't want to do more highlighter on the cheeks. I think I'm good with the red. Just mascara, I guess? Okay, let's do it. So I'm gonna be adding mascara. This is the Makeup Forever one, not my favorites. If you guys have been watching my tutorials for a while, you know my favorite one was the YSL. Mascara takes so long for me. Mascara and brows. Okay, so we're gonna leave that there. And then, what else? Do a little set. Let's set this. Okay, so that's set now. Okay, now let's do a little curling of the eyelashes. Okay, everything's looking good so far. I messed up with the orange, with the brownish orange Natasha Denona eyeshadow. A little bit deeper than I wanted, but it's okay. It still gives no makeup-ish. Okay. And then let's do a little hydrating facial spray. The air's been very dry here in LA. To melt the makeup together a little bit better and just to rehydrate my face. And now let's do lips. I kind of liked the lip I did yesterday. I feel like I could do the same lip today and it would go with this really well. So I'm just do that. Sorry to be an outfit repeater over here, but I liked that lip. So this is in shade London. This is the NYX lip liner. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with a Kylie lip glaze. This is a little sample I got, and they're basically the same color. Let me fix this lip liner. This is why I need my little compact, because I can't. My mirror on this side is too far. And I need to see up close and personal with what I'm doing. So let me see if I can fix this. Okay, that's fixed. Let's put that away. We'll let the hair down and then we're done. This makeup look was very quick, easy. Let me take my little clip out. And that's gonna do it for today's look. Very warm, very quick, very easy. Thanks for watching. You can see a little speck right there. I think I got it. Okay. Anyways, thanks for watching and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care.